Hey, what's up guys? Working on a 2001 Volkswagen Passat with a 1.8T. The customer complaint is that the vehicle does not start. It doesn't crank either. Let me show you that. Turning the key. Nothing happened. A couple things I noticed when I got in the car. The carpet was already lifted up right here. There was a comfort module sitting on the passenger seat. There was like a little scan tool, a couple other tools. Electrical tape. None of the windows work. None of the door locks work. Oh wait, the door locks do work. Okay, scratch that, door locks work. None of the dome lights work. So, first thing we're going to do, the carpet's already halfway lifted up. Let's go straight to the comfort module. We'll hook a scan tool up, see if we have any trouble codes. But, let's see if we have any trouble codes first. So we get the scan tool hooked up, looking for a comfort system. And I'm thinking no communication, and somebody had already swapped out this module. And just as I suspected, no communication. Yes, the key is on. So we'll just do, there's no code scan. Just go to gateway. Just want to see if there's another fault in here that just says no communication. Codes. And there we go. Central ECU for comfort, J393, no communication. That is our comfort module. So I'm going to get a wiring diagram, and since the carpet's already up, we'll just do some power and ground voltage checks at the module, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I got the wiring diagram here. You guys know that these are pretty complicated, so I just did it off camera. I just went through and highlighted some powers and grounds, just a couple pins that we need to check. There are some fuses in there for anyone that's saying let's start by checking fuses. I would be okay with that, but the module's already out pretty much, so let's just go right in after it. So we have, there's a fuse here, SC14. It comes down to a splice. This track right here goes to the comfort module. Track 155. So track 155 is over here. There is a power feed from that. It's a red and blue wire, pin 22. There is also an ignition feed, which is a red wire, pin 17. There are a couple fuses right here. And let's get the scope set up. I already have it sitting in here. And we'll just go from a couple pins. There are two connectors here. 15 pin and a 23 pin. This one is on the 15 pin. Pin 13. Red and black wire. Pin 13. Red with black. 12.3 volts. Pin 12, which should be right next to it, is a red and yellow. black and yellow, not red and yellow. Wiring diagram is wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. It is a red and yellow. On the wrong side. Pin 12, red and yellow. 12.3 volts. Let's see what else I have here. On the 23 pin connector, pin 17, straight red. This is from our ignition, 12.3 volts. There's ground right here. 0.05 on the ground. Another one. Pin 22, it's red and blue. .97 volts. Well, that's no good. I think that might honestly. Pin 22, looking at the wiring diagram, goes to a fuse, S14. It's a 15 amp fuse, S14. S14, here's my fuse box. Wiring diagram says a 15 amp, this one's a 10 amp. 12.3 on one side, 12.3 on the other. Hey guys, guess what? Fuse is good. Alright, looking at the wiring diagram, this pin 22, in between the comfort module and the fuse, it goes to a 10-pin connector. The connector is called T10F9. Pin 9 is our red and blue wire. And that is a 10-pin connector. It's blue. It is on the A pillar on the left-hand side. As you can see, this is on the A pillar. There is a blue 10-pin right back there, so I'm going to back probe there. I think I see our red and blue wire, and see if we have voltage there. I'll keep you focused on the meter. There's pin 9. .3 volts. Back here on this 10-pin connector, I have 12.3 volts. We have 1.9 volts at the module, and what it looks like is we are going to go wire hunting underneath this carpet in this little harness right here. According to the wiring diagram, this splice, there is a splice after this connector, and it's in the underfloor harness. So that's where we're gonna go. Said this carpet was already partially ripped up. So I'm gonna go move my lead back to this 1.98 volts and this red and blue. That should be a power feed from a fuse. Look down here for my red and blue wire. So easy enough. Splice is right here. I didn't have to look too hard. I'm going to use a little piercing probe. Don't worry, we'll fix whatever we need to. And it's going to go on module side. Pierce this wire. Take my lead out of the module. Put it in there. Same 2 volts, 1.98 volts. And now I want to go to the other side of this splice. There are 2 wires. So 2.2 volts on that one. And there's one more. And there's our 12.3 volts. There's some type of connector underneath this electrical tape. Pull this tape off real quick. There's a butt connector. There are some green crusties. On this butt connector. I'm going to put us back on the module side, on this side. Wiggle this butt connector around and flex it. There's our 2 volts. It is changing. Oh, that ain't gonna. It just broke. Yep, and there we just lost even our 2 volts. This corroded butt connector. Alright, well, there's the problem. Alright, so really quick, I'm just going to cut these wires. I'll splice them, put them together, and we'll recheck communication, I guess. Cut them and just splice them together. Green. It's green. Take this piercing probe out, we'll back probe at the module again. Don't worry, I'll fix the holes. I have liquid electrical tape. Let's go back. Okay, 0.2 volts right now since we have no connection. Back probe at the module. Let's see if I can splice this. Just get it to touch. Ooh. Yeah, we got some things happening. We got some things happening. All right, we now have our voltage back. Real quick, see if a window works. Windows work. Dome lights are on as soon as I connected those. If I can get this clutch pushed in, this thing's gonna start real quick. See if we have communication. Yes, we do. We now have communication. Nice. Enough for me. And let's see if this car starts. I'm trying to push this clutch. Nice. It runs. 13.4 at the module now. Another broken power feed. Great spot for these harnesses, by the way. Somebody fixed this once, this butt connector. Nice and green. It's not a good butt connector maybe, or maybe they didn't clean it all the way, I don't know. So I'll have to liquid electrical tape my holes, I'll fix them, get a nice butt connector, seal this up with a broken power wire. Somebody already put a module in it, didn't need it. Sweet. Car now runs, we have communication, dome lights work, windows work. Nice. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and thanks for watching.